Today we are going to start the new concept. We are going to go into manual testing. Okay, today we are going to go into quality assurance manual testing. So till now what we were looking into was what is the introduction of software testing, what is the concept of software testing, what are the definitions of software testing, what is the methodologies in software testing, what are the models in software testing. So around 5 different concepts we have seen till today. So once we know what is the base foundation of our quality assurance, the next step that we are going to take is manual testing. In manual testing, we are going to see multiple things. So we are going to see how to, what are the key concepts in manual testing? What are the different, how do we write manual testing test case? What is a test plan? What are the documents that are involved in when you are working with manual testing? Everything we are going to see. Now, today we are going to talk only about the concepts and documents. Meanwhile, Monday, when you guys come into the class, I want you guys to go into this particular application. I want you to go into this application. This application name is called Cairo. Cairo is a electronic health record application. That is an EHR app. Yeah. Cairo is an EHR app, that is electronic health record. This application is used by doctors as well as clinics, where what they are going to do, they are going to say, example, you as a patient will call the doctor's office. Now the receptionist or the nurse that picks up your call books the appointment for you, right? And then when you meet the doctor has your history with us. If in case you are meeting the doctor continuously, he will have the history, right? What prescription he provided, what is the medication, what is your blood type, every information he will have. How does he maintain this record? Where does he maintain it, right? You have seen him typing in a software all your information. Where does he maintain it? One of the application is called Cairo. Cairo is one of the applications that helps doctors to maintain patients' records, health records. Okay. Now you guys, I want you guys to go and register in this site. It's a free registration. We are going to take a free registration. So what you're going to do, you're just going to go and click on create one for free. Okay. Click on this create one for free. Please write down the steps. Let me give you the URL first. You're going to use this URL. We're going to use this URL and then click on create one for free here. Click on this, right? Then it will take you to this particular page. Enter the practice name, whatever you want, you can enter. Specialty, select specialty as internal medicine here, internal medicine. Specialty as internal medicine. Then click next and fill up the information. You did not give your actual username or your email address, phone number. Just give a dummy detail and register it. This is the application that we are going to use for writing test cases. This is the application we are going to use for writing test cases. Okay. So today what we are going to see is manual testing. This is a new concept that we are starting after we did the introduction. We completed methodologies, we completed what are the different types of testing, we completed what are the different models. We saw waterfall model, V model, agile model, iterative model. In agile model we saw Scrum, all those things we saw till today. Now we are going one step ahead, one step up the ladder. From the basic concepts we are going into practical scenario. Now this is where in practical you are going to work. Till now what we did, why did I do till, what did I do till now? Till now what you did is the foundation. Right? Unless and until you have your foundation strong, example of a house, unless and until the foundation is strong, you cannot build on top of it. Now, once we made our foundation strong, we are going to build the first floor. That's the manual testing. Second floor is going to be your automation testing. Third floor is going to be your performance testing. So, unless and until your foundation is strong, we can't build floor by floor on top of our house. So we made our foundation strong by understanding the concepts, by understanding the definitions, understanding what each and every terminologies are, and now we are going to go into the next level of manual testing. Now in manual testing, right, this is a basic the general agenda that we had for our training curriculum. We are in this phase now, right? Now in manual testing, before you start testing, how does the entire software flow looks like, right? Till now we spoke about stakeholders, we spoke about project manager, we spoke about development manager, development lead, developer, test manager, test lead, tester, all these things we spoke about it. Now what are the roles and responsibility of each and every person in our chain? That's what we're going to see. It's not that, you know, everyone is going to bombard the work down to the developer or the tester. Each and everyone has their own activity. So when the project comes into, when a project starts, right, gathering. We have spoken about requirement gathering a lot during our initial introduction and testing methodology period. We spoke about requirement gathering. Now we are going to take a deeper look into this requirement gathering, and you are going to see how the document flow is. We are going to see each and every document today. What all document that is going to flow in your project, we are going to see all those documents. Okay. So now requirement gathering, right? What requirement gathering? Can you give me a brief explanation of?
Gathering information, details. Specifications.
Gathering information of what?
About the product, whatever we are doing the project.
Requirement gathering is when you talk to the stakeholder and the team involved about what all they want in a product or an application or software. What are the requirements or what are they looking for?
What is software requirement? Okay. Software requirement is a description of a software system to be developed. That is the key aspect here, right? Unless and until you spend 1 hour a day. Coming back to what we were talking about, what is the requirement here? Here we saw stakeholder to the project manager to the developer and down to the tester and back to this person, right? Now this is a generic flow, right? Now how does this flow happen in real life scenario? How does this flow happen? This is just a diagram. Now we are going to see in detail how the flow happens, right? So first thing, when a requirement comes from the stakeholder, when the requirement comes from the stakeholder, any requirement, no matter, let's take our basic requirement of, say, example, add to number, right? When this requirement comes into picture, and then when project manager is going to take it, the stakeholder prepares a document called business requirement specification. The short form is called BRS. Now this is the document that the stakeholder prepares, where he will explain what he wants. This is not a technical document. This is not a tech document. This is just a general document stating what does he want and why he wants that. That information will be here. Business requirement specification. Right. This document I don't have this document online because this is a client document. I cannot share this, so I don't have this document. Nor I think in your testing career you will even ever see this. This is a document that goes out to companies where based on this document proposals are made. Based on this document, proposals are made and submitted to the company for getting the project. So this is the initial or the first document that comes into picture when a project starts. Now with this document, now what the project manager will do is he will take this document and give it to the BA for analysis. He will give this document to the BA. Now what does the BA do? BA will take this document, understand the document. He knows what functionalities have to be added in the document, and then he will come out with a document called BRD. This is the document that comes out first. This is the second document. Second document. A BRD stands for Business Requirement Document. Business Requirement Document. Now the BRD is a general text document. It's just a text document. No pictures, nothing there. It's a general text document that has been shown that the BA will write. It contains generic information about what the project is, what are the features that we are looking for, all those things. Now taking this BRD document, right, we will convert, that is the BA will convert this BRD document into a FRD document. FRD document is functional requirement document. FRD is functional requirement document. Some places in some companies we call it as functional specification. Specification document. Functional specification document.
BA makes the FRD?
Yes, the BA will get the FRD.
And can we interchange FRD and FSD, or is that only FRD you should use?
No. FRD as what?
FRD as functional requirement document. I just see that you were writing functional specification document. Is that interchangeable, or is only should be FRD used?
No, it can be FRD or FSD.
Gotcha. And they both are the same?
Both are the same. Both are the same. It's only how the terminology is used by the company. That's all.
Okay.
So these two documents are the base documents for any project, right? Let's take a look into these two projects. Let's see how these two documents look like. These documents are available online in the location that I have sent you. Okay, and these are live documents, original documents. So here what I am teaching you, there is no template. Okay, all are real documents that I am showing you. Let's start with the BRD. Here is the FSD. Here is the BRD. Now this is one of the requirements that came for my project, came for my project, where you see the BRD is written in this form. You see, it's full text document. It contains all the email communication that went through for that particular functionality, what we have to do here, all the email, everything is attached in this document, everything. An end-to-end document that will have all the features, advantages, disadvantages of what the functionality is going to provide. This is the second document in your project. This is the second document. Okay. Now, from this document is not necessary for you. You guys are not going to use the BRD. No. BRD is written specifically for the stakeholder and the project manager. Right? These two people can read this BRD document to understand what is the requirement. Now, from the BRD, again the BA will convert this BRD into FRD, that is functional requirement document. Here I am going to show you the same FRD, but it's going to be named as FSD, because we follow the terminology FSD. So let's take a look into the FSD document. Again, here in the BRD you will not see my name, but in the FSD I am here. This is my role there in the FSD. Okay. So here what we are going to do, this is the document that the developer and the tester is going to use. We don't need to see the application itself. We don't need to see the application itself. How am I going to write, seeing the FRD or FSD, how am I going to write the test cases? If you see here, let's take a look into the FSD in detail. Now, looking at the FSD, again it starts with a text document. As it goes, keep rolling down, you will start seeing the pictures here. You see, you will start seeing the pictures. These pictures will show you what is the navigation flow. So you have to log in first, click on this folder, then you'll get this page, click on this folder, then you'll get this page, click on this folder, and then again blah 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 stuff, and then again keep going down. Here you will get this page. So looking at this, can't we write a test case? Just seeing these screenshots, right?
Yes, we can.
If I'm asking you, if I teach you how to write a test case and show you these document pictures, you can write a test case, right?
Yeah,
because it shows you how to navigate through the application. So FSD or FRD document, FRD or FSD document, right? This is the key document that you will be working with. This is the key document, right? This is the key document that you will be working with in order to prepare your test cases, test plan, anything that is going forward with your project.
So this is how we get requirements from the project manager?
No, project manager, you will not talk to the project manager. You will be only talking to your lead or your test manager.
Okay.
So they will give you they will assign you a FSD or a requirement. They will assign you a requirement. So you will go to quality center.
Okay.
Download the FSD document, review the FSD document, and start writing test cases.
So FSD will look like this, right? What are
yes.
we?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Rajesh, you told that BRD is the second document now, right?
Yes.
If BRD is the second document, means then what will be the first document? I mean, what's that?
The first document, as I told you, is called business specification document, business requirement specification.
Okay.
This is your first document. This is the document that is given to you by the client.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You're getting it?
Yeah, Rajesh. Yeah, I'm getting. And what is the, difference between BRD and FRD? I mean,
now the base difference between a BRD and FRD, right? That's what you're asking me, correct?
yeah, right. Yeah, right.
So BRD is the second document that the BA prepares. Now BRD is called Business Requirement Document, right?
Right.
Say example, one of the requirement inbox. We are going to write a requirement for inbox. So this inbox information will be written in first it will be written in the BRD. It will have all the information of all the communication that happened in order to arrive at this particular requirement, what this requirement is, where the functionality is going to be. All the information in a text format will be written. This is just a text document. Okay, here you have the functionality, the navigation of that particular functionality. You saw the picture, right? BRD and the FRD, both are the same document. Only thing, BRD is a text document, FRD will be more on the functionality, which will show the navigation of how to reach that particular functionality or what the functionality does. You will have a pictorial representation.
Okay.
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 Yeah. So moving from the BRD and the FRD, Monica, you will not allow me to move, no?
Sorry. So when you say available, this FRD is available for you. So can we see whenever we want?
Go to the link that I gave you.
So in that only it has?
In that you will have a folder called Documents.
Okay.
In that you have all the documents.
Okay, Rajesh. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. So now, from the functional specification, we derive the BRD and the FRD. From the BRD and FRD, this BRD is going to be taken by multiple people, right? Right from system analyst to all the people, they are going to take this document and start working on it, right? You see here. Now, the system analyst will take this document and prepare system specification document or SST. What is the system specification document? This is where the environment, architecture, everything comes into picture. How you are going to design the environment. You as a customer is going to see only the presentation layer. But how the communication is going to happen between the servers, where the data is going to be, how the data is going to be, all the information will come here in the system specification document. From the system specification document, all these documents are going to be given to the project manager. Now the project manager will he is carrying all the documents and he will take it to the development team and the test team. Using these documents, using this document and this document, the development team will start developing the functionality. Test team will start to writing the test cases for this particular functionality. This is how the entire flow of the business or entire flow of the project starts with the documents. Now, what are the documents that you guys will be preparing? Say for the testing team, you will prepare test strategy. Now coming back to what is the document that we were preparing, as a testing team, we will start with a test strategy, right? The test manager will prepare the test strategy, the tester will prepare the test plan based on the test strategy, and then you will start working on the test cases. Now test strategy is a one-time document. Say you have 5 sprints. You will not prepare 5 test strategy. The test strategy is prepared for the entire project. So one test strategy is prepared for the entire project. While test plan is prepared for release. So if you have 5 releases, you will have 5 different test plans. and then you will have test cases. So depending upon each and every project, you will prepare one test strategy, multiple test plans based on the releases and the different test cases. So this is the main documents that you will be working with. The test manager will prepare the test strategy, testers will prepare the test plan and the test cases. Analysis will be writing, he should be able to buy a item. Say example for a eBay application. You're designing an eBay application. The customer should be able to buy an item. So for that, how does the system analysis draw the diagram for this? The system analysis will start drawing the diagram of how he can start working with the application. So the diagram goes like this. The diagram goes like this. He should be able to log in. That's your first. From login, he should be able to search an item. Then from searching, or he can either search an item or browse an item. Then he should be able to check out, or he should be able to add it to cart, and then he should be able to make the payment. He also he can register so that he can make the payment multiple times. He can purchase the product. So this is how the diagram starts coming up for us. Say example for an eBay application. You will start drawing circles and writing what are the functionalities and what is the connection between these functionalities, how the flow is going to go, from where to where the data is going to flow, how the data is going to flow. All this information is going to come in a diagram. Again, this is the development side. This is not for the testing side, right? I have given some brief explanation of the documents. Say example, what is a business requirement specification, what is a software requirement specification, what is a high level design, what is a low level design. Some definitions are been provided here. Okay. Now the software testing life cycle, we saw that how the flow happens. This is how the flow happens for a software testing life cycle. We start with the requirement gathering, then we go in for the test planning, then we do the test design, then we do the execution. If there is a defect, we report the defect and then do the execution again. If there is no defect, we complete the sign off. So if they ask you a question, can you tell me about the software life cycle? This is a common question that comes up when you are doing performance testing. They will ask you what is performance testing life cycle, right? Similarly, in software manual testing also, they can ask you the question, can you tell me the manual testing life cycle? So you should be saying that you will start with the requirement gathering. Then after finishing the requirement gathering, we'll go into the planning phase where we will prepare the test strategy, test plan. Then we will go into the design phase where we will be working with the test cases, where we'll write the test cases for individual functionalities. Then once the test cases are completed, we will go into the execution phase. If there is a defect, we will report the defect to the development team. Once the defect is fixed, we will retest the functionality to see whether the defects are fixed, and then we will sign off. So this is the flow in which you need to say when they talk about software testing life cycle.
Rajesh, can you define test strategy?
Test strategy is a document which will list out what strategy are you going to follow, how you are going to do your testing.
Okay.
Right? Those are explained in the test strategy.
Oh, okay.
You as a tester will not work on the test strategy. The test strategy is always developed by the test manager. Getting me?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Any other questions, guys? Fine. Once we complete this, right? Once we understand what the life cycle is, and when we start working on the requirement gathering, there are two things that you will do. One, you will hear two terminologies. One called the walkthrough, and the other one called the test strategy document. Test strategy document is prepared by the test manager, as I told you. But walkthrough, this is another important concept. What is a walkthrough? Say example, you have a functionality, right? Say example, you have a functionality. Now this functionality is designed, but the functionality is being created by the BA, right? Now you have BRD, you have FRD. Sometimes what happens, due to time constraints, they might not prepare this document itself. When they are not preparing this document itself, how will you understand the functionality? At that time, BA will give you a walkthrough. BA will give you a walkthrough. In the walkthrough, basically what is he or she is going to do? He or she is going to navigate through the application and give you each and every feature of that particular application. Say for example, if you are giving a walkthrough of, say example, let's take a simple example. I'm going to give you the walkthrough of Kero application when we are working with, when you're going to go into that phase. Say example, I'm going to give you a walkthrough of email application and how to add contacts into the email application. So example, that's the functionality you are going to test. Adding contacts, that's the functionality you are going to test. So I as a BA will share my screen. You will also be sitting in your desktop. You will see the screen. Sometimes we record the screen just to have a backup. You will write down what each and every one is, or what the BA is telling you. So I as a BA will talk like this. So in this email application, we need to log in. So we have the login information. Once we log into the application, we see the home screen. Now this is the home screen. In the home screen, you will see a link called contacts. Click on the contacts. Now once you click on the contacts, you will be able to add you will be able to add a group, and in the group you will be able to add multiple contacts, or you can add a personal contact.
The developer is in the walkthrough as well?
Yes, the developer. If the developer is in the walkthrough, then where is the application?
Okay.
Application is developed, right?
Right.
You are able to get me? Sorry?
It's a dumb question. I just had to ask it.
No. छोटे शहर में ऐसे छोटी बात होती है ना? It's not a dumb question. Everyone would have had in their mind, but no one had the guts to raise up and ask the question. Okay, there's no dumb back. Wait a minute. Yeah. So going back, so I would say there are two ways to add contacts. So there are two ways to add contacts. One, you can add a group and then add contact to the group, or you can add a personal contact. So I'm going to show you both how to do that. So first let's see how to add a personal contact. Here you will see a default, you will see a personal. Click on the personal, and the first icon there, click on the first icon. You can enter your display name, enter the email address, and then enter the rest of the information and click on save. That will automatically add a contact to your personal contact list. Walk through like this. Will you be able to understand and write it down on a?
I think so.
Think so?
Obviously
वो
not.
think so में दम नहीं है.
हाँ.
है
After
ना?
1 week, dum हो रहा.
हाँ?
After 1 week, I'll get the dum.
After 1 week दम आ जाएगा ना? Yeah. So at least you can understand what I am trying to explain here. Yeah. So what the BA will do once I give you the walkthrough. See, I'm not expecting that you will know everything. So once I give you the walkthrough, and then I start asking you to write the test cases, you will have a better understanding of what this walkthrough is all about and how people how a walkthrough is converted into a test case. You will have a better understanding.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what each and everyone is going to do. Everyone will be sitting in their desk, understanding what the walkthrough is, and going through each and every functionality to go. The BA will give you each and walk through the each and every functionality, and you will start writing test cases on what the BA is provided the information. That's how the whole scenario of test cases will start developing. She will just give you a complete walkthrough in order for you to understand the application. You can ask questions. If you ask questions, she will be able to help you out. If later you have a question, she might not be able to pick up the call. So there is another document called the clarification document. Here, clarification log, where you will write down all the information that you need. You will ask the question what clarification is there, which document, what is the reference number, which page number, what is the clarification, who raised the clarification, what is the system impact, what is the priority, which date you raised, whom you are assigned to.